So the AC tech says that register at the top, when it's running, will dump cold air straight down into this return. And then the AC does not see a difference in temperature. So it eventually errors out because the temperature from here goes straight into this return, but yet the thermostat continues to see a different temperature. So it thinks something is wrong. It says the air coming back is way cooler than it should be according to my thermostat. So we shut that vent in. Now we run from this vent over here and crossing back over this vent here. Now, when the unit is running, you'll see about a 20 degree difference. Similar to what you're seeing here now. The unit's not on, or at least it's not blowing. As you notice, that thing is very cold. It's pulling almost 300 watts right now, and it shouldn't even be running. And it will not put out airflow. It just won't do it. It thinks it's in error state right now. So the tech came up with, yes, there's a problem here. But his idea of what the problem is continues to be the same, even though we change where the return comes, we change where the air goes, we manage the temperature in the room, and it still doesn't show any positive response. We change all the ducting, we change the return, we turn on big fans in the room so that it blows the cool air around vigorously so that it can't just suck it right back in. Nothing changes. So this is the AC in the closet. You can see these are the ducts. You see this is your cold coming back from your condenser or compressor outside, and it's quite chilly. It's 40 degrees right now. Now, mind you, the AC is turned off. Been off for, I don't know, 6 hours, 8 hours, something like that. But yet that thing is still 40 degrees. I can put my hand on it. It's not running. The blower's not running. You see there was nothing coming out of the vents. But yet this continues to get colder and colder and colder. Now that's about as low as it goes there, is the high 30s. And the air will settle in the return. And that's why you seen the return was so cold. Now, if I shut off power to the unit, you'll hear it. I'm going to flip the breaker. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like a large pressure release just went off. And you see that temperature jumped 15 degrees real fast. 16 degrees, 17 degrees. And that's with finally turning the breaker off. So this thing is pulling 300 watts all day, every day, whether the thermostat tells it to run or not. And that's where I have a problem with the AC tech's answer being that the temperature being sucked back through the return is the problem. That wouldn't have anything to do with why the AC or the HVAC unit is pulling such a high amount of power all day long when it's idle, or supposed to be idle. I honestly believe this compressor or HVAC unit somewhere is pulling power because something is stuck on or incorrectly wired. And there's no reason for an AC unit at idle to be pulling half its rated power at low use. You know, the blower motor is going to pull a couple hundred watts. The compressor is going to pull some pretty big power once it's under load. But why would it do that when it's not being called on? My other ACs run in the 3 to 4 watts, not 3 to 400 watts when they're not actively running. This thing is basically costing me $60 to $100 a month when I don't even need it on. And it's not doing anything because it's sitting here running. And you notice this temperature has finally come. And now we're almost 20 degrees higher than what we were. So I'm going to fire it back up, reapply power, and see if it kicks on.